Yo, what is good? Got a daily recap for today. Today is April 29th. Took one trade today. It was a dub as well. So yeah, let's go over what I saw. So this was the trade I took on EU. Kind of was like kind of a bit messy, but still was able to get something out of it. On the 4 hour, I was bullish. We had a massive fair value gap here that we were currently in as market was opening. So I was thinking that it was due time for price to rally up because we were also in equilibrium. So everything was setting up for a bullish kind of setup, just waiting for like a specific entry point. So on the 4 hour, I mean on the 30 minute, we had the London lows, Asian highs, Asian lows, and then London lows down here, which I was looking to get interacted with. So pre-market we did come into it, but I was still looking for a like kind of like deeper penetration, I guess. But I don't know. Came down and took out the absolute low as well. That was like right before market open, so I was okay with that. And then we did form a high here and a fair value gap right here as well. And yeah, so I had a fair we invalidated it and broke structure, but we pushed like way past, right? So I was like, I don't know, like originally the risk roll was kind of like this, right? Like this is how I had it planned, but then it ended up being something like this, and it was kind of shitty, right? So wasn't really happy about that. So I entered actually off of that. My position was kind of wonky. Because I was a bit scared and hesitant with this one, so then I actually like exited the position out of fear, and that was my incorrect thing. I have to be able to have confidence in what I'm doing, and I shouldn't be trading based off my emotion because I had a fear of missing out if prices wanted to rally up, and that kind of got to my head a bit. So I kind of entered just based off the thought that I could make all this money, but I didn't really think about the fact that I could lose as well. So then because of that, I closed the position and then I waited for like a continuation confluence. So we came into the 5 minute fair value gap here, barely wicked into it, and then we broke structure to the upside on the 1 minute. So then I entered off of that. Even then, still I was a bit like hesitant with taking this, but we hit take profit like the minute after because this is I just had a 1-to-1 because this was the London low. I mean, wait, what? The London high, I mean, which I was trying to target, and yeah, I got hit 1 to 1.02. Maybe could have had the stop loss a bit higher, but yeah. And then TP2 was right here, and then I had TP3 right here, but I was still like a bit hesitant with that. I only did 0.25 because I was low-key like scared, and I thought this was like a bit improbable because we also had news at 8. We had Jolt's job opening at 8 today, so I was a bit weary about that. So that is why I de-risked. Okay, continuing on. So when I was looking to enter this, I thought price would want to come back down into equilibrium at least, and then I could get a better entry point. But price wasn't doing that, and I just entered off of that, and I was kind of scared. But now in hindsight, like I shouldn't have been that scared of it. I should have just been, because even if price went to equilibrium, my stop loss was down here still, right? So I should have been like less scared and more confident with it. Because if my plan says it's an entry point, then ideally that's where I would enter. I was a bit like some emotions I felt. I was a bit angry, like I was a bit like pissed, right? Because I had this all set up, and I was like, "Yo, if we could hit this, that would be so beautiful, right?" And then we did invalidate it, but we pushed way past, and like it was kind of like not the best kind of thing. So yeah, how could I have improved this? Honestly, I maybe shouldn't have taken off the first position. I should have been more confident with it, and once I enter a trade, I shouldn't modify it or anything based off of emotion, and that's what I did. And yeah, that's something I should work on. I didn't look at the charts that much with this one. Didn't really get emotional about it, just at the very beginning when I was a bit scared of it. I was also a bit jumpy with trying to move it to break even just because I didn't want it to de-risk, but I held it off until we hit take profit one. So yeah, so GU was pretty similar. We were in an imbalance on the 4 hour as well with bullish structure. So on the 30 minute, we had Asian highs, London highs, London lows. And yeah, so ideally was looking for price to come into the London low so I could take longs off of that. And we did like do that, but barely wick into it. Like we wicked into it like that little. So I didn't really consider that a proper like interaction. So I didn't want to enter off of that. We did have a similar thing. We had break a structure right here. And we did push way past, so ideally it would have been like it could have been something like this. something like that, and then I had take profit 1. I don't know what's a 1-to-1. Okay, so maybe this one would have been a bit better, low key. Could have had TP1 like right here, this high or something, and then honestly I would have just kept TP2 here and it wouldn't have gotten hit. So it's all G. Yeah, I mean, like, things will happen in the market. I can't really expect to know what will happen next because anything can happen, and I shouldn't get emotionally attached to anything, not even a setup, just because it could just go completely wrong. So with GJ, I got a bit like close to taking a trade on this one, but I didn't because I was in the EU trade. So on the 4-hour we were bullish because we closed above this high. Wait, no, we closed above this high here. Move up, move down, and then close above this high. So I was ideally looking for longs. Yeah, London highs here, London lows here, Asian lows and Asian highs here. So yeah, we came in. So at this point, this is when I was in the EU trade around this time. But yeah, so once this move happened, that's when EU started ripping up. We had a fair value gap here. We inverted it. I did not enter off of that just because I don't know. I think I was just a bit preoccupied with the Euro USD, and I just didn't want to put extra risk on the table. But then, I was looking for like a continuation confluence. So I had equilibrium and a fair value gap on the 1 minute get marked out, and we came down into it, but we didn't ever break structure. So I didn't enter off of that, and it's low key good that I didn't enter off that because I would have just been a loser as well. And yeah, like the way I think of it is usually when GJ is going one direction, Euro USD and GBP USD are moving the opposite direction. So that's kind of something I have in the back of my mind, but I feel like that's just extra variables to add to my thing, and that just makes it more complicated. I remember there was this one time I missed out on the GU trade because I think it was a GJ trade because GJ and GU moved in the same direction that day, and it kind of like threw me off. But I don't think I should depend on my gut feeling with that. I should just focus on if my plan is there or not. And I don't know, but I just didn't enter off for this fair value gap closure just because I honestly don't know. I think I was just preoccupied with the Euro USD and I just didn't want to put any extra risk on the table. But other than that, that would have been like a plus setup. But just price didn't follow the trend that was formed with the break of structure. So yeah, I mean, I guess I got lucky with not taking that. I guess like maybe my gut feeling was right. Like I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, so I low-key got distracted when I was on this because I was just looking at GJ, and then I had TP1 here, but I didn't have an alert set, so then I ended up seeing it, and then I just took a second profit like here, so I kind of like messed that up low-key. But yeah, so I got to be more attentive with that. Honestly, maybe I should just stick to one trade a day or something like that. Maybe not because I get like multiple setups. I just don't get. Usually, if there's a day that I take a trade, it's usually 2 trades, and if then there's other than that, then there'll just be like no trades on the other days, because EU and GU move pretty similar. So once I get a setup on EU, it's usually similar on GU. So yeah, that's kind of how it works for me, I think. Just because they're both USD pairs as well. So yeah, that is all for today. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow probably will only be looking for a trade from like 6:45 to 7ish, just because we have news tomorrow as well as all this tentative stuff from JPY. So I'm not really sure about that. So yeah, maybe 15 minutes after this one, so 6:45, and then probably like an hour before this one. So 6:45 to 7 will be like the window of opportunity. Ideally, what I'll be looking for is if we already have confirmation to the upside, look for continuation confluence and everything like that. And the same thing on Thursday, because we have a Euro bank holiday, but yeah, ideally same thing kind of on Thursday 6:45 to 7ish, just because we have news at 8 a.m. as well. Friday will not be taking a trade because it's non-farm employment change. So wait, what? NFP? Wait, why is it called non-farm payroll? Non-farm employment change. Wait, that's the same as NFP? Am I tweaking? Wait. I swear it was called something else. I thought it was called NFP, no? But that doesn't stand for NFP. Interesting. Non-farm. I'm just gonna watch the video again. Yeah, but that is all. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Freaking cool.